Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back again for your August 2015 monthly tarot horoscopes. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Taurus. And I am back again using my regular Shadowscapes deck by Stephanie Puy-Moon Law. And let me just roll out the spread for you. I am still doing private sessions, so feel free to email me if you'd like to set up a private reading with me. My email is elizabetholson31@gmail.com. I am also still offering my tarot cord cutting combo, and I am doing couple sessions as well. So feel free to reach out to me so I can get you scheduled for one of those. So let's see what we've got for you, my lovely Tauruses. And this is again August 2015. Okay, so we've got a really pretty good spread here for you for the month of August. However, I will say, and I'm just going to jump right to the really only thing that's blocking you is going to be your attitude, and so you need kind of an attitude adjustment later in August, okay, towards the end of August, okay? But it's not even really, I don't even think of it as your attitude in this spread. I think of this as, you feeling a certain way, and it's more of a negative place to be, and that's the Ten of Swords. Several of the other signs have gotten this so far when I've been doing my readings, and so for these monthlies, and I'm feeling like this is kind of an overall theme. I don't know why this would be a theme for August. It's maybe people get to kind of like a breaking point in August because everybody's going on vacation and there's all this pressure to go away or to to have a beautiful, perfect summer or whatever it is. I don't know. But it's just this, I feel like you're going to get to this point where you're extraordinarily drained out, and you need to take a break. You need to take a rest. The thing that's coming in from the universe is, basically needing time to rest, needing time to sleep, needing time to recover. The fact that this card comes before this card is because I feel like it's either you get sick and you feel very drained, and then you feel very drained, or you need to rest and sleep more, and then that leads you to, where you're not actually paying attention. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you need to rest, but you go, no, I don't need to rest. I can keep going. And you keep going, and you just get completely like blown out. Like your adrenals are like blown out, and you're just like done. Like there's no energy left. So it's almost like you go from bad to worse. I don't see the Four of Swords as being bad, but because it is followed by this drained out Ten of Swords, I feel like you're not really going to heed the caution signs. Your body is going to give you signs and symptoms, that you need to break. You need to get the R&R. You need to rest. The Four of Swords is the peace of mind, is having peace of mind. So that's really, really good. Maybe you do take a break. But then it's almost like it's not enough because the Ten of Swords, you get to a point where you're drained out anyways. So you might, it's like you may take a break, but it doesn't really do what you need it to do. And the outcome is the Queen of Swords. So we've got a lot of swords energies at the end of August, okay? The Queen of Swords is, I don't usually see her as being you, Taurus, but I feel like you There are aspects of you that are very controlling, and the Queen of Swords is very controlling, and she is kind of bitter. She's like, okay, I want it now. I want it done this way. It has to be done this way. And the more she tries to control things, the worse things get. So I feel like that's kind of something I would heed that word of caution for you at the end of August, because you don't want to get to this bitter place. I feel like in the beginning of August, things seem to be very good. You have the waiting card, so that means crossing you, which means you're waiting on something, okay? And you're impatient, okay? This is going out into the field and pulling on the plants to make them grow faster. You know what I'm saying? To get them to come up. And everything happens in good time. So we have that waiting element, but really what concerns me is this. It goes from good to bad to ugly, good, then the bad, then the ugly. That's the progression at the end of August. And it's almost like my guide is telling me you're like a freight train. Inevitably, this is the track that you're on. But you do have the free will card. How to overcome this being drained out. So actually you got another swords card, which is the King of Swords. Know that God is looking out for you. Pray. You need to pray. You need to have more faith. The King and the Queen of Swords are a match too. So this may be people that that are there that are supportive of you. I feel like the Queen of Swords there's an aspect to her that you're taking on. There's an attitude or a mode that you're in. The Queen of Swords is frozen. It's just tough. She wants her way. She wants it done, and she wants it done right. And she doesn't want any bullshit. She doesn't want any lies. She doesn't want to deceive. She doesn't do that. She doesn't do drama. No. She cuts through the bullshit and says, I want it done, and I want it done now. I want it done yesterday. And it gets done. The King of Swords usually is a deceased loved one. So I'm going to go ahead and say that because this is a couple, you may be dealing with some elderly relatives, okay? It's sort of like, almost like one of them, like if it was a couple and one of them has passed already and then the other one's going to pass soon. So kind of be on the lookout for that. It's very interesting because another one of the signs got this too. And normally, again, my videos don't do a lot with, I don't really, mention this stuff very much, but it is what's coming to me. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that. So that may happen at the end, the very tail end of August. I generally don't see the Queen of Swords as an elderly woman, but it can be. It can be. The Queen of Swords is usually an Aquarius or Capricorn female, but it doesn't always have to be that way. And like I said, you may be a little bit like her. I feel like towards the end of August, there's a lot going on for you. Because you have those three cards there. It's a challenge. It's a really stressful, challenging time. The last week in August, I would go easy, go slow, relax, go out. Don't try to do it all. Don't try to control it. And I feel like Taurus, you're going, okay. But at the same time, you're like, well, how do I do all of that? When everything needs to get done and I don't have the time and I can hear it. Okay. So basically, you need to choose. You need to choose what it is that you want because you have free will. And the only way that you're going to get your way, that you're going to get what you want, in ways if you manifest it. And I know this sounds very frou-frou, but you have to be in a positive place to do this. Some of you have to be very careful about falling asleep at the wheel, okay? Make sure that you are caffeinated up or whatever it is before you leave the house. Sleep is an issue. I feel sleep is an issue, and you're going to be having a lot of dreams. I feel like towards the end of August. I don't know why. It could be Venus in retrograde, screwing with you a little bit. I feel like your energy is going to be low, low, low at the end of August. Very, very low. So mark your calendar to take a vacation that week. That is the week to go away. That is the week to take time off. That is the week to not push yourself. That is the week to manifest and meditate and kind of rest and recharge your batteries as best you can. But again, the free will card is about making things happen. But making things happen in a positive way. Making the decision. Tauruses don't always make the decision. They try to do a lot of stuff, and they're capable of doing a lot of stuff. But then at the end of the day, they get stuck on the decision process. So make the decision. Make your mind up. Be decisive. Okay? And know that, God is looking out for you. Know that you do have deceased loved ones around you. You do have angels around you that want the best for you. Know that you are supported. You do have some people that love you and support you. Taurus males, you may be dealing with air sign females, specifically Aquarius, or specifically, I feel like Gemini, even Libra. There may be two different ones. If there are, please message me. I'd like to hear about this. At the end of August, one of them may be, this may be like an ill family member, like something with your sister. Like, I don't know if you have a younger sister. I feel like there's a thing going on with the females. So there may be problems with like a sibling, but then also there may be problems with like a grandma or even your mom in some cases. Taurus males may have some things going on with your mom. It's so interesting because I was talking in one of my videos how I see this as Taurus sometimes. And here it is coming up, and this is you. This is the King of Wands in the position of emotions, okay? And the King of Wands is, I feel like, you, and you want to get your way. This is being determined to get what you want, okay? This is pure determination. And that's what's going to make you happy, getting what you want. Now, the issue that I have here is that it's only going to get you so far in August because you have this Queen of Swords who is blocking you in some way of getting what you want. And this is Taurus males, okay? So you may be in a relationship, okay? Taurus male to an Aquarius or Capricorn female. If so, I feel like she may have something to say about what you want to do, and you may be in a kind of a power struggle. Or it could just be that Taurus, you need to learn, male and female Tauruses, need to learn how to go with the flow. How to manifest what it is that you want, but not control, not cling, not force, not like push. Just be open to it and go where things naturally happen. If it's not working, if you can't get answers, if you can't, because the Queen of Swords is wanting answers out of somebody. Like, tell me the truth, tell me now. That's what she's like. If there's some kind of element of being forced, it's not going to help. It's only going to make things worse. So there's this element. And And again, this could be a Taurus combination where both of you in a way want the same thing. You both want to control this situation. You both want to control, aspects of your life. You want to be in control. And neither one is willing to give up the power. So, yes, you'll be happy temporarily if you get your way and if you're determined, but at the same time, in the end, you'll be physically unwell if you continue down this road of having to have your way or else nothing works. So you have to say, okay, I'm going to be a little bit flexible here. The end of August, I'm going to be a little bit flexible. I'm going to be as flexible as damn well possible, okay? And I'm going to just go with the flow and just make that your attitude. Make that be your entire attitude. You can still get what you want. But in order for you to be happy at the end of August, let go of the control of having it to be that way so that you're happy. Make your happiness be about something else. Because you can make, just talking about this one other, you can make happiness be whatever you want. And maybe that's what you need to learn. That happiness isn't one thing. It isn't just getting your way. It isn't just getting what you want. It isn't just, everything. And I feel like this too is like something about instant gratification. You want things fast. There's an instant gratification thing going on there with you, Taurus. You want it now. But you have this waiting card. So there is this waiting situation, waiting delays thing going on with you. I don't feel like you're going to be delayed later in August. I just feel like your health is going to be a factor in what's going on with your life. Where it was maybe on the back burner, now it's going to be moved to the front burner, where you're going to have to focus on it more. You're going to have to rest more. You're going to have to sleep more. You're going to have to stress less. You're going to have to trust. You need to make your happiness be a little bit more about trust. I flipped a card for replace the King of Wands with the Queen of Cups, and you get trust. So whereas before, you were completely happy by getting what you want, Queen of Cups is happy dancing through life, trusting that everything's going to work out. So you need to dance through your life, basically. Turn on some music and start to dance. In your living room, you can have one of those underwear parties if you want. It's so funny. I've always wanted to go to an underwear party. How crazy is that? If there's somebody who's in the state of Washington who's having an underwear party, please message me or email me privately, and I will totally be there. Even if you're international, tell me if you're having an underwear party. If people have underwear parties still. I've always wanted to go. I always thought it would be fun. And I know it's totally ridiculous, but I kind of it's one of those things. Anyways. Have it like an underwear dance party in your living room. Okay? Turn the beat. Turn the beat around. Da, 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 da. You got to go for it. Okay? Taurus, live it up. I don't know who sings that. I'm sure somebody will know who sings that. I get all these crazy songs in my head. So in the position of immediate future, you do have the Queen of Pentacles. You have several Queen cards here. I'm just noticing this. I think you have 3 out of the 4 Queen cards. There's a strong female energy going on for you in August. Very strong. A lot of strong females around you. Taurus males. You've got a lot of different personalities here. Similar to Pisces males. You may be in a relationship with a Pisces, Taurus. You also may be, I feel strongly, you have some of you Tauruses are in a relationship with Scorpios. Taurus males specifically in relationship with Scorpios, because you have 2. The Queen of Cups, also with the 7 of Pentacles. And to me, the 7 of Pentacles is a sexy Scorpio lady. One of my Lammy Puff ladies. Okay. Um, so you also may have some Scorpio in your chart, Taurus. But I feel like you may be in a relationship. And someone has really dark hair, because you have the world, which is you at the center. Okay, so you Taurus at the center, and then you have this girl there. To me, it's the same person, very similar. And then also the Seven of Pentacles, which is also the dark hair again. Her hair is maybe a little bit shorter here, but it's also braided, so I see this as being very, there's a lot of strong water here, Scorpio, uh, or Taurus ladies, this could be you. Taurus females, this is you at the center of everything. Now, I'm not saying all of my viewers are going to have dark hair, but I'm seeing this, these things come up. So I'm just mentioning them, okay? You do also, like I said, the Queen of Pentacles is in the immediate future. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is also abundance and prosperity and happiness. And this is one of the pregnancy cards, so I am going to tell you, ladies, this is Fertile Myrtle, August. And there's a reason for that, because when the temperature goes up, our bodies, our hormones change, okay? So, I mean, it's one of those things. I kind of wanted to learn a little bit about statistics, and I haven't had the time to look this up. But statistically, how many women get pregnant in the months of July and August versus the rest of the year? And I bet it's higher during those times. So I don't know. I'm totally getting off track in this reading, Taurus, and I apologize. But the Queen of Pentacles, I do see sometimes as a Taurus female. So Taurus females, this is you. I feel like the Scorpio Taurus dynamic is more with the Taurus men and the Scorpio females or Pisces females. I don't feel like it's a Taurus Cancer combination, although it could be. I feel like this more combinations of Taurus, 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 Scorpio, even Taurus, Pisces. Also, Taurus males, in the immediate future, you may also be meeting a woman who is not any of the things that I mentioned, because the Queen of Pentacles can also be a Virgo, it can be a Cancer, it can be an Aquarius, Sagittarius, Leo. And I guess for some reason I want to say Libra. I don't know why. That wants to come out of my mouth, so I'm just going to go ahead and say that. But anyways, so yes, you may be meeting her. And I do see her as being a Mrs. Right of sorts. However, you could easily say the Queen of Cups is another Mrs. Right, but I see the Queen of Pentacles as if there was like a Mrs. Right card, that's her, okay? But again, you may end up dating several ladies if you're single, okay? If you're in a relationship, I feel like your relationship is, I want to say kind of cooled off. It's less about romance right now. It's more about just like getting through your day. It's more about just like day-to-day stuff. And that makes sense for Taurus because Tauruses are very practical. I don't see Tauruses as being very passionate, although they're very lovey-dovey. They're very romantic. But it makes sense if Venus is a retrograde, if things have kind of cooled off in your partnership, if you're in a relationship and it's kind of cooled off. I don't see any problems if you're in a relationship. I don't see that there's like any major problems in the relationship, except there may be some control issues, like I said again. It's interesting. I feel like there's a lot of single Tauruses watching this reading, and I also feel like Tauruses, you're going to be meeting somebody new, okay? Specifically the guys, although Um, yeah, it doesn't feel like the Taurus ladies are going to be really um, romancing it up at the, especially at the end of August. I feel like your life is going to be more about um, going on vacation or taking a break, or some of you may have already been, some of you may have been separated from somebody. There may have been like a breakup in the past, or some of you just may be spending a lot of time, long periods of time alone at home, because you have the Temperance card as the foundation. But the Temperance card is also about having, temper issues, okay? And I don't see this as being a lot of times, I don't really see it as being you. This can be somebody else that maybe you're in a relationship with. Guys or girls. I usually see the Temperance card as being an air sign female, but it doesn't always have to be. Air sign, sometimes it's a fire sign, sometimes it's a Capricorn, um, but there's also this element of water. This could also be a Pisces. Again, we have this water element here. But the Temperance is a lot of times a separation or divorce. So maybe you were separated or divorced in, a long time ago in a land far, far away. Okay. This could have been a divorce 10 years ago, This may also be your second marriage, that you're in, if you're in a relationship. But I don't really feel like I'm the relationship vibe going on. I feel like I got a lot of single vibes, a lot of career stuff, because you got this Two of Wands again, crowning you, which is sitting on top of the world, power and achievement through your own hard work and effort. This is a great career card. For those of you who are single and focused on your career rather than relationships, it's an amazing card. It's so interesting. I think Taurus was really concerned about money last month, and it's almost like all of your hard work is really paying off, okay? Because you have the Two of Wands followed by the Queen of Pentacles, which is, sitting on top of the world, followed by prosperity and happiness. So it's like, you work really hard and you bring in all this money. You make all this money, and I feel like, the world next to the Queen of Pentacles is also very green. You also have the Seven of Pentacles, which is the harvest. So you, again, have a very strong money vibe, but this is all really, really positive, okay? So you have the world, which is abundance. The world is your oyster, being able to have everything, okay? And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, who has, abundance and spirituality and happiness, and she's just in her element, She's in the zone. She's in the now zone, And then you have the Seven of Pentacles, which is the harvest, also a card of green, So I'm going to go ahead and say, the beginning of August, it's going to be a great financial time for you. Really, really good. I want to say that the majority of August is going to be too. But I think that your health is going to be moving up to the front burner, and you're going to really have to pay more close attention to that. If you haven't had like a checkup or gone to the doctor, I would strongly advise you do so. I just feel like if some of you are going to spend time in a hospital, maybe because, again, there's an elderly relative who's about to pass. Excuse me. I don't really feel like it's you going to the hospital because of you, but it could be. I feel like it's more, though, again, somebody who's older. But you, I feel like, are just really tired at the end of August. It's just tired. It's just really burnt out. You might benefit from talking to me, doing, having a reading for specifically your health, because I do have my health deck. And specifically, I would say some of you really needed to get on some red Panax ginseng, which helps repair your adrenal glands. That would be my first suggestion to you. You can find it on Amazon. I don't recommend taking more than 2,000 milligrams. It's liquid. It comes in these like liquid vials, and it's Chinese medicine, and it's really good, and pretty much everybody can take it. Runners take it to help their endurance. So if you kind of have like a crazy hectic, and I do feel like you do, um, schedule towards the end of August, you're running around like a chicken with your head cut off and you're bleeding to death, um, you might want to get on some red panic ginseng. But I would also schedule a reading with me so that I could kind of look at some of the other things that you might want to take that would help. Um, some of you are just feeling also at the end of August unloved and unsupported. Basically, like there's nobody there for you. You need to build up a support system or else you're going to be in kind of a cycle. I feel like some of you are just working too hard and you're not taking enough time for yourself, you know? Um, I may have suggested this in one of my other videos, but I do definitely suggest, penciling it in, 3-day weekends for yourself, every couple of months, taking that one day off where you have an extra day to get stuff done, will really help you. The only other card that we got, which is kind of off in its own little land here, is the Judgment card, which is in the recent past. And it's interesting because it's followed by the Temperance card. The Temperance card is followed by the Judgment card. In the past, dealing with past. So we had some major stuff that you were going through in the past, and I feel like specifically having to do with maybe like an old relationship, getting out of an old relationship, either like I said, divorce or separation, and you starting over, starting fresh. You may have started a new job as well. It may not be just a new relationship. It may have been a new job. I feel like this job is absorbing all of your time and energy and effort. And there's really not much left at the end of the day except your pot of gold, which is you making it because you're putting in so much time and effort. Specifically females. I feel like female Tauruses are doing financially really, really well. Taurus males as well. You're not alone there. And Taurus males too. I mean, it's both male and female Tauruses that need to really focus more on their health towards the end of August. I feel like Taurus females are spending too much time. Either it's like there's an element of spinning and then being dead. So it's like you're going, and then you die, Or it's you're going, and then you die, and then you're alone, and you don't want to go out, and you don't see anyone, you're just alone. Some of you are very shy and you don't want to go out. But I see kind of a lack of romance in the reading. So if romance is what you're looking for, my suggestion is going out more, okay? You really need to go out more. But I do feel like you have a lot going on. So it's going to be where you deciding what it is that you want. If what it is that you want is a new relationship, then you're going to have to work less. And so I was going to say study less and fuck more. Basically, I'm going to have to do a trash talk on that. Wear a condom as always. I always say that. If that's what you want. Okay, if that's not what you want, then, and you want things to kind of remain kind of more in a status quo, I still would say take some time for yourself so that you can have a little bit of rest and relaxation sometime in August so that you can move into September on a really good foot. Going into September, I feel like you just gotta have a lot on your plate. And I feel like you may either be moving in September. I know we're getting into September here, but or there's a move going on in the fall. I feel like between September and October, November. But then again, we do have Mercury retrograde coming back up again in, I think, September, October. I think it's September. So, I would rewatch this video later, okay? I generally don't do timelines, but for some reason I'm getting that for you. it's not necessarily, there's some element about moving that's just like taking a leap of faith, just like going. But at the same time, you have the Hermit card for the move, and a lot of times that's thinking about moving. It's not necessarily moving. Um, so there's like a process. There's a process going on. So message me and let me know what you're doing at the end of August, how you're feeling, and be in touch. And let me know if you want to do a private reading. And I wish you guys all the best. I'm sorry for these videos are really long. I don't know why. I keep pumping out all these crazy long videos. But and thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it and liking all my videos. I can't say it enough. I still don't believe I have this job every day. I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, is this what I'm doing? This is awesome. It's just, I love it. So yeah. So anyways, I wish you guys all the best. I send you big hugs, big kisses, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Okay, take care.